Hello. Good morning. Hi. Um, I just woke up. I have many plans to do today, but I needed to make an urgent video. It needed to happen, and it's going to happen. Um, a lot of you that are my friends and family don't probably pay attention to world news as much as I do. But I have been paying attention to Israel, and Israel is under attack from Lebanon. They have been struck many, many times with bombs overnight while we were sleeping for their day, and it's continuing. Um, and what happened to, I believe it was Passover. I could be wrong, but what happened yesterday, uh, 2 days ago, because it was 2 nights ago, and it was day for them. Anyways, what happened is, long story short, the Muslims locked themselves into the temple where the Jews were going to go celebrate for Passover. And so the Israel police came in to arrest them, to remove them. And what had happened is Lebanon declared basically war without saying we declare war. They started bombing them because they said that was unjust, even though it was Passover for the Jews and it was their time to celebrate and worship God in the temple. So long story short, Lebanon decided to bomb Israel, and now Israel is sending bombs back, and they are bombing each other left and right. The point of this video is to let you know what's going on, and also to let you know that God is sending Jesus. We are going home. Earth is not our home. Heaven is our home. Now, I don't say this to tell you to turn to religion and be a Christian. I say this literally to save your soul. I don't know how to say this lightly anymore. I don't know how to put this gently. But there will not be an earth here come a couple months, because the world is going, every country is going to nuke each other. Whether you see it as a political thing or a spiritual, religious thing, whatever, you see the signs that we are all going to nuke each other. There is going to be a World War III. Please understand that this is starting because Jesus is coming back for us. That's the reason. It's not just because humans are all pissy at each other and this and that. No, that's part of the reason. We did it to ourselves. But God gave us many, 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 many chances to turn away from it before he was sending his son to come get us. We didn't see the signs. If you don't pay attention to the earthquakes, if you don't pay attention to the mass floods, if you don't pay attention to what's happening in Yellowstone with the 100-foot crack because of all the earthquakes, it's gonna blow, people. There will be no more America, especially America. We are done. If you don't see that America is literally dying economically and physically as a land, I don't know how to wake you up. I don't know how anyone else is going to wake you up. This is urgent. I don't just say stuff to say stuff. People know who I am. I don't just go around saying, oh yeah, listen to me. I'm a talker and I like to talk. I've never done that in my entire life. Ever. Anyone who knows me on a personal level knows that I'm a quiet listener that barely talks, ever. And I only speak when I need to speak, when I have something to say, and when it's correct. Now, granted, I'm not 100% correct. I'm human. I mess up. I get it. But majority of the time when I speak, I'm right. And I don't just say that to toot my own horn, but it's facts. Ask anyone that knows me on a personal level. So when I say this with so much urgency right now, and I'm not just saying this to be a butthole or a dick or whatever you want to call me, I'm saying it so you don't suffer. Do you not realize what is coming? And obviously you don't realize what is coming because you don't pay attention. You're so consumed with social media right now. You are so consumed with just not paying attention to what's going on in the world, to people, your race, your brothers and sisters. Whether you see them as that or not, they are your brothers and sisters. Period. Just because they didn't come from the same bloodline, we are all of the same race. We are all the same. We're human beings. Take my warning and understand what I have to say, because when I speak, I mean it full-heartedly and from my soul. I don't just speak to speak. I come with facts when I speak. So listen to what I have to say. We are done, especially as Americans. Any day now, Russia, China, they could bomb us. North Korea, they could bomb us. But we don't know. God could come in before that and erupt Yellowstone and we're done. If Yellowstone goes, we're done. So I'm telling you, please, understand. God is sending his son to take us home soon. The ones that believe in him, that love him, that trust him, that spiritually and physically give our life to God and Jesus to guide us through life. You have to trust God with everything. Our time here is done. God is starting over. The tribulation is about to happen because the rapture will happen first. You can either heed this warning, because any minute, what just happened in Israel is a sign that it will happen any minute. So please, please, please listen to what I have to say and what others have to say. When we say that Jesus is coming back to take us home to heaven, it's going to happen. So I pray for all of you nightly that you will understand that this is happening. I love you. And I say this with such urgency because I love you. Please understand. Our time is done. This earth is done. And God is sending his son Jesus to pluck us out of this earth. And if you're not right with God and Jesus, you're going to be left here for 7 years of literal hell. Don't be stuck here. Because if that happens, you got to give your life for God in the physical. But I pray that you will turn to God and Jesus so very soon. I love you. Please listen to what I have to say.